But what's marketing them? Well, when we market a product, we have to create a meaning that attaches itself to the product, something that makes the products more unique and more desirable than other similar products. Maybe this chicken was a family recipe that was handed down from Aunt Robbie. So this isn't just chicken, it's Aunt Robbie's recipe. And eating it is special because she doesn't give the recipe to anyone but the family. And being in the restaurant is just like being in Aunt Robbie's kitchen. How you how you interpret the experience is just as important as how you view the product. See what I mean? Interpret だと思う。おにゃんにゃん。Mommy. Interpret. The experience is just as important as how you view the product. See what I mean? Take a look at the commercials on television if you really want to understand marketing, because these commercials almost always represent the product as something else: success, sex, youth. All of these are important to the consumer. So when a car is marketed, for example, it's shown in the context of a successful crowd of people in an upscale neighborhood, or the man who buys a car gets a woman, or the woman who buys a car is young, beautiful, and desirable while she's driving it. And marketing is what attaches the meaning to the product. You may not be able to buy use, but you can buy products, and the message is that these products will get you what you really want. Okay, so marketing is selling an image or a benefit, something that's really attractive and larger than the product itself, and by attaching it to the product, we can give that larger meaning to what we want to sell. Go back to the car commercial for a minute. We want to sell cars, but we market them by selling something bigger first, and by association, we sell the cars. Hmm? We want to sell the car, but we market them by selling something bigger first, and by association. ここちょっと意味わからんね。We want to sell cars, but we market them by selling something bigger first. ビッガーの意味がわからんね。 by association っていうのは、そういう車といいイメージっていうのを連想させることで売るってことね。We sell the cars. Selling something bigger first って意味なのかな。誇張したものを最初に売り込んでおいて、それによって車を売るってことだ。多分ね。By selling something bigger first. This brings us to the term branding. Now, branding is similar to marketing because the customer perceives the product as being valuable. So then, branding is more about the customer than it is about the product. It's the personality of the product that the people relate to. Think Allstate Insurance, and you'll probably come up with "You're in good hands," and their competitor, State Farm, will remind you, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. This is an emotional relationship that the customers have with the personality of the product. Rob Frankel is probably one of the most widely respected business consultants in the area of product branding. In his book, The Revenge of Brand X, he says business is about relationships, not about transactions. That's not an exact quote, but it's close. And he's so right on. Branding isn't about the product or even about the customer service. It's about the customer's perception of the product and the relationship with the personality of the product. And that's how branding works. So it's not a logo, it's not a name, although name recognition or the familiarity of a logo is helpful. It's not a commercial or even a string of commercials in a marketing plan. It's more about loyalty and confidence and all the things that make a relationship good. Uh-huh. Customers have to do more than recognize the brand. They have to be motivated to buy it and continue to buy it over time. In a way, it's a telegraphic marketing message that's easy to understand and speaks to customers. And it has to be a consistent message. I mean, that to build a brand and more important, brand loyalty, you have to repeat that message over and over. Say it loud enough and long enough, and it starts to sound right. Sound right. And even more important, it starts to echo in your customers' heads when they think about making a purchase. Hmm. So what's the result that we are going for? It's when the customer will wait until the stores get more of it instead of buying a different brand. Or if the price goes up, the customer will pay extra instead of buying a cheaper brand. And this is brand loyalty, which is especially important in an industry where there isn't very much difference in the competing products. Laundry detergent. Now, that's really a very similar product across brands, but people tend to buy the same one. Okay, then, how do we give our products a personality so we can develop a relationship with the customers? Well, Aunt Ruby is someone that we can relate to when we think about the chicken. But the celebrity spokespersons Or an even more obvious option. When kids think about Nike shoes, do they want a relationship with the shoes with Nike, and with Michael Jordan? It's pretty obvious that the Air Jordan shoes are all about the basketball player, thus taking running to its logical conclusion.